Hey guys, so I thought I'd make a quick video, just a little update. It's not on surgery or anything like that, or on DNA tests or on my pets. But I did want to make a video on an experience I had at a hair salon. It just so happens, just to sum it up, that I wanted to go lighter for summertime. I do have tape and extensions right now, but I had my hair almost to my shoulders. And I went to a Syrian hair salon simply to lighten my hair. And normally when I've had my hair platinum blonde, I do it myself. However, this time I'm recovering from surgery, I'm in pain, I don't really want to deal with it, do it myself. And this salon was advertising that they use Olaplex. If you don't know what Olaplex is, basically it's a chemical that keeps your hair integrity, that preserves your hair integrity while you do certain chemical processes that will normally damage your hair, like bleaching. So you can safely bleach your hair, and it protects the bonds of your hair as you lighten your hair. So if you look at before and afters of people that have gotten Olaplex, you can't even tell that there is any damage, because it's done very, very carefully. So I consulted with the girl that does the stylist that was going to do my hair, and she said that she was going to safely lighten my hair on Saturday using Olaplex and a very low volume developer, 20 basically. And when it's diluted with Olaplex, basically it's even less of a lift, so it becomes maybe even a 10 developer or less. So I go in on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. to do my hair. This was in May, and I am there. Just to let you know, I'm going to be in the salon for a very long time. She says it's going to take about 4 hours. So of course we're going from black to blonde, so I was not alarmed at the time that it would take. So basically I sit down on the chair and she begins. She says, pick your color, and I didn't choose a very light color. I chose I would say a dark ash blonde, and I was going to take off my tape extensions and just have shorter hair for the summer, which is fine. Well, she proceeded to bleach my hair 2 times using Olaplex. She kept reassuring me, oh, everything's going to be fine. I'm using Olaplex. I'm using a very low developer, so your hair is going to be fine. We're just going to cut trim the ends a little bit if there is any damage. So she proceeds to bleach it once. That was around 15 minutes. She proceeds to bleach it again because it was orange, it was yellow, it was patchy brown. It was hideous, but still I didn't find anything strange about it, because of course you're lifting from black to blonde. Then she proceeded to bleach it once again, and again we waited the same amount of time, and she washes it out, and my hair is still orangey, yellow, and with patches of brown. So by this time I'm concerned, because I don't want to go through another bleaching process. And she proceeds to reassure me, no, what I'm going to suggest that we do right now is we do a keratin treatment, because with the keratin treatment we're going to make your hair look more shiny. It's going to actually restore your hair if there was any minimal damage done during the Olaplex process. And it's actually much better. We're going to give you a discount on the keratin treatment. So we're going to do a keratin treatment, and the keratin will actually help lift the color even more, so there's no need to bleach it. So I'm like, is it safe to do so many chemical treatments all in one day, like 2 bleach? She's like, yeah, it's completely fine. I do it all the time. Then I sit there, and mind you, 5 hours, 6 hours almost have passed. Then she goes ahead and with the keratin treatment, she washes my hair, takes everything out. Then she goes ahead and blow dries my hair, puts the keratin in my hair, blow dries my hair. There's fumes everywhere. My eyes are stinging. She's wearing a mask. And then she proceeds to flat iron each section of my hair as you normally would with the keratin treatment. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I look horrific. I look horrible. The hair, I can't imagine it being evened out at all, you know, after color is applied. So she says, no, don't worry. You know, she keeps reassuring me during this time, don't worry, don't worry. Oh, you look so good. Oh, it's gonna look really beautiful. So she washes out the keratin from my hair after it's dry. And then what happens? The owner comes up to her and they start speaking in Arabic. And then they say, okay, well, we're gonna tone it. You know, we're gonna have to use different toners. And then they go downstairs, they do the mix, whatever they did. They come up and they have like 7 different colors of toners. And they proceed to try each and every toner, which failed because the hair was still kind of orangey. So then, and not only that, it had at the hairline, it was still patches of brown. The roots were yellow. Basically, it looked hideous. I could have done this myself. I've done this myself numerous times successfully. I just thought, well, maybe I should go to a salon, a professional this time, just because I don't feel that I would have, you know, the energy to do it myself. Right now I'm recovering from surgery, so, you know, let this girl do it. Biggest mistake of my life. Biggest mistake of my life. So then the girl, what she does is, she takes my hair, and the owner and her, they smudge it with purple shampoo after they've tried to tone it with 7 different toners. And they leave me there another while. Basically, I was in the salon until 9:30 p.m. I arrived at 11:30 a.m. I left the salon at 9:30 p.m. And what they decided to do was smudge my hair with Olaplex number 3, they claimed, and send me home with the Olaplex number 3 that I had to purchase, $26 for that one. And they tell me, they leave my hair wet in a cap with the Olaplex number 3 and tell me, when you get home, wash this out of your hair. Wash it out of your hair and dry your hair, which I did. And when I did so, my hair was so damaged and so broken, it was completely destroyed. From basically the only thing that got saved from my hair, which was naturally, this malfunction here. My hair was naturally near my shoulders. The only thing that got saved were my roots. Basically, the rest of my hair was breaking off, and it looked horrible. It felt like wet yarn when it was wet. When it was dry, I couldn't even put a brush through it, not even a wet brush, no kind of brush. I couldn't put my fingers through it. Mind you, I conditioned it very, very well. Nothing would work. So I took video, I took pictures, I sent her a text message. She didn't respond. They didn't respond until 5:30 in the afternoon the next day. And she said, I'm sorry, you know, what happened was that my grandfather died, and so I had a family emergency. And that night, that same night, I just broke down. I just began to cry hysterically. I could not believe. I have never seen my hair that damaged in my life. So my husband went out and he got Natural Instincts in black, and to try to mask the damage, I went ahead and put the Natural Instincts, which has no peroxide or ammonia, in black, and dyed my hair black. And this has been a really, really emotional journey. It's been really devastating, really, really devastating. So she responds, she says her grandfather had passed away, that's why she hadn't responded. And then she said, oh, well, you shouldn't have dyed it black. You know, maybe we could have found a solution, maybe put in, you know, some kind of special treatment and help your hair recover. There was no way of making that hair recover once it's broken. I'm not an idiot. Come on. And I've already gone through the trauma and the false promises of your hair's going to turn out great. I was in your salon for over 10 hours. What makes you think I want to go back and do hair treatments with you now? So needless to say, they had to refund me. However, I had to spend money on really, really good products. I had to purchase 2 wigs, by the way, initially, before I put in these tape-in extensions. So I'm going to make a separate video on the products that I bought to help to try and restore my hair, on what I'm doing concerning that salon, and, you know, any liability that they may have for this disaster that they did. And I will also review the Zala tape-in extensions. Never again am I going to a hair salon. I don't care what they promised, what products they promise they have. You know, Olaplex, you have to know how to use it. It's not only having Olaplex, you have to know, you know, the proper measurements to use when you're mixing it with bleach. You have to know these products. I am very surprised that these individuals even have a license. I did check and they both have licenses. Now, the salon license was expired when I checked, and it has been expired for several months. Anyway, I'm gonna try and take further action, you know, regarding this, because I feel it's very, very unfair. I was completely devastated by this, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, it's gonna be a process to recover. I'm gonna recover my hair, even if it takes a long, long time, because it took me 2 years to grow my hair. I'm taking biotin. I'm using really good products. So I'm going to share that with you guys if you guys have ever been through a situation like that. But honestly, never again am I going to a salon. I'm going to do my own hair like I've always have, and I've never had an issue. And these tape-in extensions were actually installed by my husband. I actually showed him a YouTube video, and basically he put them in for me, and he did a good job. He did a really great job. So never again. I'm traumatized with salons, absolutely traumatized. So that's it. I will be sharing in a separate video the products I use, like I said, and I just wanted to share that experience with you guys. So that is my update. I shall see you guys soon. Take care.